Should be live, yeah. Let me go and get some tags, man. Yeah, stream help. Yeah, I'm live.
You live.
Yeah. Let me start with this for one. Let me do this right here. Let's see. Um,
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello.
say hello there.
Hello.
You people in there already? No, hold on, ladies and gents. Yeah, so listen, as you guys come in, you know what to do. Type your names. Maybe we'll shout you out as we get stuff together here in the background. You know what I mean? We have a little fun here today. We have a little fun here today. Let me see. Edit. As you guys come in, type shit. Let me see. Right. Let me quick save. Hold on, son. Let me see. Thumbnail. So let me change the thumbnail. Still got the one after yesterday. Wait a minute. Look at the table. Quick access.
Who the hell playing 2K right now?
Oh, that's me.
Alright, hold on, Parker. Alright,
Man, mute your mic, man.
Man, yo, King, I knocked you the fuck out for the
damn,
airways,
come on,
nigga.
Parker.
Nigga,
Here
you
he
know
go.
what's...
Here he go.
Parker, I'm trying to have a decent show today, man. Come on, brother. I'm trying to bring the people the message, man. Alright, we go. I'm live right now. I can see myself, man. Listen, as you guys come in.
Ready live.
Are we live? Hey, can you do me a favor? You can see the chat?
Yeah, I can see the chat.
Alright, do we shout some jokers out while
King, what's up, man? You good today, brother?
I'm always good, brother. Listen, let me tell you something. Boy, I passed out right after the show, right?
I bet you did, bro.
Bruh, I left the garage door open, yo. My neighbor said she looked across the street and was like, something must be wrong. She said she had seen it like 1 in the morning. She was like, something got to be wrong. I think he dead in there. I'm like, listen, I might have been.
Hey, we got a super chat.
Yo, she's about to call them people,
Yeah. Shout out to Rafe the Emperor. He said, what's good, Z? And the rest of the people on the panel. King's Blood, hella funny. Shout out to him. Pick me up.
Yeah.
Hey, Rafe, let me tell you something, bro. When you good, they should pick you up, bro. You hear me?
Yeah.
A lot of these brothers, they don't want to pick you up, even though you better than them. They be a little jealous. Zaire don't pick nobody up. He don't even cap the ring. He trash. He trash in all games, so don't get it twisted.
Bro, shout out, Rafe.
AP the shooter, what up, bro?
AP.
Majin, I see you, bro.
Let me see.
Strap 4K, I see you. Heath Stevens, oh $5 ad.
Heath.
Antoine Tremble.
That brother King caught a body and went to sleep.
Yeah,
Bruh. I was out of there, you hear me?
Oh,
You looking around like all of the day's work, boys. All of the day's work.
Yeah.
You know, you wake up at 2 a.m., you be looking around like, where the fuck am I?
like what happened last?
God damn.
she's about to say. That's a 911. My neighbor, he left his garage door open. I think he's dead.
God damn, cuz.
Bro, I was in the bed last night, boy.
Hey, yo. Yeah, he did. Hey, yo, as you got, let's slap the light, but we have some fun here today. Now, yesterday's show went off the rails. We wanted to talk a little bit about the PlayStation specs, but that didn't happen. My man D, my brother. My man, I know D lurking in the chat like he always did, right? And this is another apologizing on behalf of the King in the chat, the panel. If you felt as though we was laughing at you and not with you for that, we apologize, brother. We need you back. We need your tech. You are the tech god, the best tech god. We need you back, brother.
I don't think you want to get on the pedal. I can't.
Nah, man, school day. My man, school day. Everything's smooth.
He said, "I don't want to."
Get your bitch ass up,
I don't like his spirit.
Anti-D saying something. You like, shut up, bitch.
You talking about when D went off on Alex? See, fuck it. I don't like his spirit. I'm not gonna come on the show anymore. So what the man says about your mother? No, fuck it. I don't like him. I said, damn.
He said, you're hurting my brand. You know my brand is not for the truth. We don't deal with the truth. We don't deal with the facts. We deal with whatever makes Xbox look good.
Say who's feed?
You sound like an
That
African
bitch
prince
like,
right now.
Scooby. Said D-Boss is accent and everything, man. I don't even know where the fuck D from. 1 minute D told me he was from
Man.
Scotland. He got
D Nigerian. I keep telling
Yeah,
y'all.
he janky.
He used to email everybody back in the day asking for $10,000, saying he'll give it back when he get here, cause he a prince.
Yeah,
I just need your routing number.
yeah, really. Drew him. All right, yeah, we about to get the rock. Like I said, shout out to everybody in the chat as you guys come in. Slap the like button. Yesterday, before we go get into the, it's always some good, how you say, bad Xbox news, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, some shit ringing in my ear. What the hell's that? Let me get, hold up. My man Ray the Ember said I'm tired of them lies, so I came in for Triple B. Yeah, so you tired of lies, signing Triple B? R&B the third, PlayStation laid off employees, and Greenberg offered them jobs, pony salad, but they're going to tap dance for future Xbox already got much love. R&B the third, yeah, I got you tomorrow. We're going to talk about a little bit of everything, man.
Sing that shit, R&B the third. Sing that shit, player.
We got a little bit of everything. And I chose, I guess you'd be the tech guy for a little while. Before we get to this bad Ybarra news. And we got
Man, I'm not finna be on this RIP Xbox podcast. I'm finna go back to work in about 5 minutes.
About 5 minutes. Break down what Sony said yesterday, because Microsoft didn't answer.
In terms of what?
What came out yesterday? Yeah.
Basically everything we already know. We didn't really get too much of in terms of specs, in terms of what the GPU is capable of. We know it's a Ryzen 2, Zen 2, 8-core, 16-thread chip. We know it's gonna be a Navi-based GPU with hardware accelerated ray tracing.
Mm-hmm. So it's confirmed that.
Yeah, they confirmed that. And people, the Xbox
SSD.
went crazy talking about, they not talking about cores. Look, they haven't hardware accelerated ray tracing. Wherever it is, they have it. The same shit that Microsoft said. So just leave that alone. And then they just got into the features in terms of reiterating what the SSD is going to do. They've really taken the controller serious this time in terms of the features. Similar to what the Xbox did, but they added something new, especially with the triggers, and how they're gonna vibrate and shit like that. Like if you're pulling on the boat,
it's actually giving you resistance.
Yeah, it's actually gonna feel like the button is resistant.
Haptic feedback.
Yeah,
Yep.
So they're really taking the controller serious this time, and I think they should, because the controller is everything. I don't care how good a system is. If a controller don't fit right in your hand, motherfuckers ain't gonna care. They're gonna play where they feel comfortable with that controller. Right. So I think that's good for them taking it serious. It's gonna be a powerful system. It's gonna be a powerful system, man. We just waiting on what the specs in terms of what the GPU is gonna be capable of. We still want to see the bandwidth moving between CPU, GPU, memory control, and things like that. Because a lot of times that's where the bottlenecks come. If you look at the
RAM
P3,
speed.
Yeah, if you look at the PS3, a lot of the bottlenecks was in the bandwidth and stuff like that. Same with the 360. So yeah, we'll see.
I don't know. I see some ringing behind me. I can't see it. Get ready to look it up.
Every time Trey run around the map, pain.
Oh,
Medic pack worth about 50, pain. Is he in the panel? Was good. Hey, Peter Shooter, DEFCON, Sony saved America. Now they saving climate control. What up, brother? Everywhere he go is pain. When I'm on the low, it's pain. Down in the guana, pain.
So don't mean a thing if you ain't got that pain.
They did too. They announced the tray tracing too. Now tray tracing is built into the hardware level.
You mean ray tracing?
No, we talking about tray tracing. Now tray tracing is where it's built into the hardware. So Sony don't have to worry about narrative. They don't worry about voice actors or none of that.
The more you talk, the more it run better.
Exactly. So when they build the game, the tray tracing goes into work. He already got the story, the narrative, and the voice acting taken care of. They can just focus on the graphics and shit.
Exclusive to Sony platform.
Hey, catch that scoop, man, for me. They can't really write a bubble scope. I think you know,
Pause you, nigga, for that one.
Trey tracing is exclusive to PS5.
My man Coop Man said, "What is going on in Microsoft? Xbox is over, Mike. Seen that dog shit. Next gen console and headed for the border. Damn."
Antonio's Bob.
All right, I'm finna get back to work,
All right,
man. Y'all
let's
have a
get
good show, though.
Hey, Post, hop on tonight, Post.
All
You
right.
might do
Huh?
your mind. Hop on little night.
All right.
All right. Oh yeah, shut up, my brother. Coop
shit.
man, Coop
King,
man.
are
Yeah,
you
that's
drinking
me.
again?
So anyway, so yesterday, and I will say this, and when Sony came out and announced it, and you know, I guess out of nowhere, talked about the specs, the SSD. Actually, the leaked footage got leaked of Spider-Man boot up in like 0.8 seconds. Now I don't know. There's something. I think it's something that they patent their own technology. Microsoft is going to use something similar, but probably regular SSD. But actually, so when Sony released their shit yesterday, right? They had EA talking about it. That's why I said it was ingenious. Ubisoft tweeted something about it, and that's what I've been saying this whole generation. That Microsoft has always been a day late and a dollar too short. I mean, they've always been, how you say, on the deep or reacting to whatever Sony instead of going out there and firing first. They don't never do. They still, I guess, content when holding their cards close to their chest. You know what I mean? It's gonna be what it's gonna be. But yesterday after Sony set the internet on fire, Microsoft released a pic or what do you call it on Twitter and on the site. I'm gonna share my screen with you guys now. What the hell is that? There we go, right here.
Oh
Bam.
shit, my nigga got his AdSense popping, cuz. Congratulations, my dude.
Who? What's going on? Give me life.
What's going on?
What?
Yo, I clicked on the live and the commercial play, nigga. That means you getting paid.
Oh no, not really, brother. That always
Z doesn't get paid.
Yeah, that almost cuss
Yo,
words
that-
going on here.
Z doesn't get paid.
Yeah,
Well,
for
You got
real.
your AdSense though, right? That's AdSense though, right?
Man, that's 1 cent. Well, me cuss
1
words be going
cent.
on here. But anyway,
Oh
it
man,
says here,
that's one footstep closer, my dude. You know what I
Cool.
mean?
Project Scarlett, it says, arrive in holiday 2020. Project Scarlett will set a new bar for console power, speed, and performance. Arrive in holiday 2020 alongside Halo Infinite. Project Scarlett will set a new bar for console power, speed, and performance. Arrive in holiday 2020 alongside Halo with a custom designed AMD processor, high bandwidth GDR6 memory, and a next generation solid state drive SSD. Project Scarlett will give developers the power they need to bring their creative visions to life. Thousands of across 4 console generation will look and play best on Project Scarlett. What does this mean? Is this saying that, hey, we have the most powerful console again?
Well, since
sounds
they
like
don't
it, though.
know, they don't know what Sony has. So all
They
they
have
can
an
do is
idea.
hope.
Yeah, I think they have.
Listen, all they can do is hope and pray, right? That's all they can do.
That's on both sides. That's on both sides.
Going back to this generation.
You're whispering, J-Joe. We can barely hear what
Going
happened.
back, going back to the beginning of this generation.
Mhm.
I remember they told Z that they didn't spend $2 billion to give the competition the more powerful console, and we see how that turned out this generation. So if I was them, I would spend less time talking about the power and more the games. So, but we know the fan base wants the power, and I do hope that the Scarlet is more powerful. But at
Did
this
your
point in
boy
time,
Phil
it
say he
doesn't
don't know?
matter. It doesn't
Did
matter.
your boy Phil come out and say, well, we don't know what Sony is working with, so
Yeah,
he already shot
and
himself in the head when he said that.
and that's another reason why
Well,
Sony
it was
has been
early,
holding
though,
its cards close to their chest because of stuff like that.
Scam.
Like I said, innit? Like Jay, the leaks are coming out now. We're getting closer to the big event in February for Sony.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sony's coming with their event in February. Yeah, so
around March, April
When
time.
Microsoft having
we'll have the
this?
specs.
Don't know.
well, I
I
don't
think
know.
so.
March, April.
Here's the
Well,
thing,
we don't
right?
know. Probably E3.
Like
You don't think
I said
X2?
before, right? Where there's smoke,
Nah,
there's...
EXO is. I mean,
Nah,
they don't have
It's
anything.
just a
So.
fan fest, though. That's for
too
fans.
further
But
down.
Yeah, that
here's
was
the
just
thing, right?
fan
As far as this, right? Like, where there's smoke, there's fire, right? They both do business with AMD, and trust me, there'd be a bunch of inside spying and this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
And things could change. You know what I mean? But
Hmm.
it will be suicidal for Microsoft to relinquish the power narrative. To be honest, at the start of the generation, ain't nobody really got no games. It's all about the multiplats, right?
Right.
But like 2-3 years in, that's what you start to see shit starting to come out, shit starting to drop, right? But when it comes to games, what's been shown this generation, Sony put hands on Microsoft. You know what I mean? They ran out of gas in the fourth round, and that was that. And you can be subjective whether you like Quantum Break or I liked it or Rise, this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean? At the time, if I had to choose between that knack and Quantum Break or Killzone, it was no comparison, right? But
Yeah.
they, like I said, they shot their load, and for whatever reason, they decided to stop to invest in releasing AAA games outside of Forza, Halo, and Gears, and that was my fears, and I was talking that shit back then, right? But here's the question: have they learned from their mistakes? I know you got all these hirings, and you got this, and you got that, but what? Like I said, that doesn't impress me. All these, how many licenses they acquire, LLQs, and that doesn't mean anything. It's always about the game, and it's sad, I won't say sad to say that no one really questions Sony right now. You know what I mean? Unless they go through that drought again. You know what I mean? No one really questions. Will probably question them. Like I said, they submitted the mind share this generation. That's why I said it will be a mistake for Microsoft to leave this generation on such a low note. You got that motherfucker and you money had a game like you did with Titanfall, Lifetime Experience. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? How you say, be the behemoth you are. You know what I mean?
Like Rise of the Tomb Raider, shit like that.
Whatever the goddamn case may be. You know what I mean? So,
it's gonna be interesting to see like the beginning of this generation. We got games like Knack and Rise, and they were different games. Would we see that next generation? Will we get new IPs?
Of course,
Don't
of
you
course
believe
you're
in
gonna
next
get.
gen?
Yeah,
Or
you're
will
gonna
it
get
be
new IP.
repeats like Horizon Zero Dawn 2, GT, Forza, Halo? This is
Well,
the thing. We want new games as well.
but they told you that, right? They already told you that they just bought Insomniac. They're in talks
Spider-Man
with
2.
Remedy and some of the other
No,
things, right?
Jay, you know where I'm coming from. Like, just a totally different game, regardless if it gets a 6 out of 10,
No,
7
no, no,
out
no.
of 10.
I agree. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
something new.
look at look at the amount of new IPs that was created just generation alone that did not exist before. A lot of them, whether you like them or not, whether it was small or large, that's a lot, and so that's one reason why I think Sony's been successful this generation is
Hell,
because they have a ton of different content that's coming out for everybody, whether it's RPGs, whether it's VR, whether it's
Japanese, yeah.
Well,
Japanese.
I
They're
think
worldwide with their
Sony
stuff.
definitely has the second what you call it? What is it called? Second party games on lock. Like hands down, they have the second party games.
Yakuza and all, yeah.
Yeah.
And plus, Naughty Dog's working on a sci-fi game also, though.
Yeah, the
Is that
But I don't know how
replacement.
when it went into production though. So that's
is that
the way
supposed
to
to be
see
a
it.
first-person game? That's what we heard the
We,
latest.
we we don't know.
We
Well,
don't
they
know
said they
yet.
was
Yeah, I
they
don't want to
Hope it's
speculate
not.
because we
they
don't
Hope it's
know.
not
they
though.
supposed to be handing Uncharted over to Sony Santa Monica or not something along
No,
being
no,
from the
the
Yeah, because remember, who was it? Corey
fanboy.
Barrock was on Uncharted 2, helped them out. I
Yeah,
think the first
yeah.
one. So
I know people hype up Naughty Dog, but I like Sony Santa Monica. Okay, we got a
I
big
mean,
fanboy. Yeah,
Naughty
yeah.
Dog's the premier Sony dev team.
I
You know
like
that.
God of War. That's my favorite game. You know what I mean?
That's one game though. I'm saying, come on
oh
now.
shit.
Well, this make a difference. I like you like right?
Uncharted
No, no, no,
has been a
no,
better
no.
series than God of War, hands
So you got
down.
to think about it, right? Just off of the credibility of the games that they got this particular generation,
Yes, sir.
the big blockbuster, just off the
Yes.
credibility of those Game of the Year winners and contenders, people are already sold on next generation,
Yeah,
right?
but this is the
Now,
thing that
Right.
wait, let me finish, Sean.
uh,
Anything above that, right? We got Project Awakening that's coming. The guys are trying to double down and try to get some multiplayer games started. Um, so there's going to be a lot there. And one thing about
no,
it
like
is the company depends on being on this next generation being successful, because if it's not, they go under. So this is why they have to keep striving to create new stuff and get more people in there. That they have no choice. And this is why when you're in that fight or flight mode, you can't lose.
Yeah,
Whereas
this year I just wanted
Microsoft,
to
on the
say,
other hand,
yeah,
they make more money, right, off of the services by not giving you much of
not giving
anything
you,
this
yeah.
generation.
But this is like exactly what happened with the PS3, Jay. Like the tail end, they came up with great games. You know, Heavy Rain, Last of Us, and a few other ones as well. And they were going into the PS4. Like Last of Us is one of the best of the best, yeah.
Yeah,
And that was a perfect game for the PlayStation to end the generation. And they
yeah.
probably do the same with Ghost of Tsushima. It might not be everybody's type of game. If it's not Sekiro, it's not my type of game. But it's a new game. It looks great,
Yeah.
and they could be ending with a good generation again, going into next
Yeah.
generation. So I agree with you. Like the last 3 years, Sony, they hit the strides again. Exactly what they did with the PS3. From '09, they just hit the stride and they did exactly the same. And Xbox just put themselves like they just slow down again. They start off good and then they slow down.
Well, the difference is, yeah.
Are you looking at the chat?
Nah.
Can you look at the chat or no?
I don't got my phone in front of me. Hold on.
Oh, let me get these bills right quick. Hold on. Yeah. Let me hold on a second. I had a few in here. I was still posting. Hold on. I'm trying my best. I'm kind of moving my camera to the side. As we see, this is a different angle. My blind black ass. Let me get here. R&B the third. Both saying shit we already know. It's all about the hype. Good point. R&B the third. And we got Coop Man. It's crazy when you can only compare Sony Studios to Sony Studios. Sony Studio greatness. Parker Mom still pushing in the basket at Walmart. My God.
Oh, shit.
Please respect the members of the panel. Listen, I got over 250 people in here. Let's get the show up to 100 likes, man. I got some juicy shit for you, man. Some exclusive. Hello, Uncle 17. Shout out to you, good brother. We gonna have some fun here today, man. AP, my brother AP the shooter. I'm sorry, I didn't mean, someone was talking. I didn't mean to cut you off. I just want to, before they just get back. I'm gonna drop the free messaging link and give me 1 second.
And make sure you drop the mobile one as well, Z.
Yeah.
Yeah. But let's talk about the next generation. Like we know with the PS5, the new controller is looking fantastic with the features. I'm just wondering what's Xbox gonna do.
Well, here's the thing, right?
Are they gonna go a
Heard
similar
about
route?
that SMT?
Who?
The SMT in the processor
Oh, and what?
in the PlayStation 5.
No, talk about it. No. Well, actually, no. I have. Is you talking about this right here?
Yeah, the multi-threading. Yeah.
Oh yeah, hold on. Yeah, the 6-core rip. I didn't have anyone. I didn't even proceed to talk about it. Hold on 1 second. I got the link here. We can talk about it. We're talking about the Ryzen core CPU thread ripper. Is that there? Whatever.
We talk about that in a bit.
Okay, whatever. You said what you were saying about the games. We can go back to specs. I got some more stuff here. Good. Yeah, who's talking? Whatever.
Yeah, I was talking. I'm just talking about the controllers, like with the PS5. What they come in with all that feedback and all this extra features come with the controllers. I'm just wondering if Xbox is gonna do something similar, like advanced state controller.
Okay, to add on to that, right? And I get you right. What you call it? Here's my my disclaimer, right? I don't like to play shooters like you just feel awkward. It makes them used to with the analogs next to each other. I like the fact that they have triggers now. I just wish they had one up, one down. Now I bought the Joy-Con, not Joy-Con. What do you call that shit? Whatever the hell it's called.
Nikon.
Yeah, there you go. Nikon. It was about $150. But I'm trying to become a professional Battlefield player, and the input was they said I got to update it and shit. You know what I mean? So they said we go out and buy the Astro. Let's drop a new 250, and we got a new generation around the goddamn corner. Now they're talking about coming out with new controllers. That's why I said I'm gonna sit and wait. You know what I mean? And even with same thing with the PlayStation VR, I haven't tried it yet. If I can get one cheap, but if they're gonna come up with a new one next generation, I'll just get the new one.
There's no point.
Yeah, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, and get that's the most bang for my buck. But now they're talking about there are a few games I know that use the feedback in the controls. As far as Microsoft, it was Forza. That's the only one I remember.
The motorsport game took advantage of the rumble triggers.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
100%. I agree with that.
I know Madden did it like as soon as the ball snapped, you can feel it. Like you can feel it. So
right.
It's like you don't notice it when it's there, but when you play it on PlayStation, you say, "Oh shit, it's missing." So it's nice to have, but yeah.
You can when you jump the snap, you can feel it on the defensive side if you're playing a defensive lineman.
It does make a difference, and obviously it looks like Sony's made it's like a 2.0 version they've done. I'm just wondering if Xbox is gonna improve theirs and
I mean,
That's
Well,
they
they've been
always
dropping
they always put a lot of
hundreds
research and
and hundreds
development
of
in their
controllers.
controllers, like ever
They've
since
been
the one, the
Yeah,
first one.
they've dropped 1,000 controllers this generation, so I don't think
Yes.
they're gonna do much of anything because
Jay, why would they stop doing what they always do?
Hold on, let me rephrase. Let me pay
what are you gonna do with all those thousands of controllers that y'all
That's
bought?
They're not different. They're just different colors, nigga. They're not different models.
So they're not gonna make different
That's right.
models.
Hey,
They're
my
gonna
boy's
keep the
crazy.
same
No,
stuff. in the box.
even when they came out with the first Xbox, they said, "Oh, the shit too big. It felt clunky." So they put a whole bunch of research and development. They went to a whole bunch of different people.
Well, they already
Yeah,
said your controller's going with you. So
All they
yeah,
did
but
was
so is
just fix the
PlayStations.
size.
Yeah, but every time they do it, they have people come in and they basically
let me ask you this:
survey the people.
What's different between this controller, this generation, that can't the regular
And
one,
the
and then the
Xbox
last
360.
generation?
What's the
Besides
difference
the
between
rumble
any
triggers.
PlayStation controller ever?
Well, the new one got
It's
triggers.
a difference. Yeah, it's a difference. They got a
but-
touchpad. They got a
Yes, it's a
touchpad. They
big
got a lot.
difference.
Built-in
How does it feel? It feels the exact same.
Listen,
No,
It feels the
no,
exact
your
same.
argument,
Nah,
your
man.
argument is an
it's
L.
different. It's different.
No.
Nah,
the
listen,
360,
listen.
man, I'm to be fair. The Xbox 360 controller.
I'm telling you now, go feel a 360
Yeah, I got
controller
one over
to
here.
the Xbox One.
It feels
It's
different.
dog shit.
It's
Yeah.
different. It's different.
You know what's
It's
crazy?
different.
I was
It's
fussing.
the exact same size,
Nah,
just
not
a
the
little
size.
bit, just a little bit more.
No, Trey.
Yeah, hold on,
Listen,
hold
He
on.
said no, no,
Like-
no,
trust me,
no,
bro.
no.
It's just not round. It's not round. If
Now,
anything, it's a
Trey
little
Parry,
bit
now,
more
listen.
edgier.
Listen, to be fair, like, and I was fussing because I said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I mean? I didn't want them to
Right.
change the goddamn controller. Now if I go back and grab a 360 controller,
It's dog shit.
yeah, by far. You know what I mean? At the end
It
of the
is. Trust me, it's dog shit.
yeah, it is compared
Yeah.
to it's the top. It's where the bumpers and how the triggers connect.
And
Those
it's
are
high, where your hand
Yeah.
gets placed. It just,
And it's those little
feel-
changes. Like
Yeah.
Microsoft makes
Yeah.
those little changes that makes it feel better, and you like
at the time.
take it for granted. Yeah.
But
So
hold on,
I'm
let me pay
just
this bills
wondering
right
if they're
quick.
gonna do the same.
Shout out
for
to
the
my
next
brother, the
one. Go on.
Brewham. Shout out to you, Arm B the Third. J Dub's quiet because Concrete Genie got a 77 on Metacritic right now.
Oh shit.
Because right now, my brother J Dub is
Ain't nobody
facing
worried about Concrete
He's
Genie.
facing a class action
He's
lawsuit.
capping for
He
it.
went live streaming and 6 motherfuckers went to sleep and in a coma and they ain't wake up yet. Shout out to AP the Shooter. Xbox gonna release a $300 Phil Tycoon edition. Fuck niggas Brian
Oh
Show.
shit.
Listen, as you guys come in, let's get this thing up to 100 likes, man. Go up to 200 people here, 100 likes. I got some juicy shit for you, know. He said,
Yeah, see, like, let's talk, like, before we move on, like, let's talk about like the Xbox One controller now. Like, you play with the Elite controller.
yeah.
What could they make a difference? Like, what the difference can they do to improve that controller? Like, rumble feature, better rumble
Well, here's the
features,
thing, right?
internal batteries, which the new one's gonna
No,
have.
all the Xbox, as far as they control, I'm gonna get funky with you, is a better goddamn D-pad. The D-pad,
100% for fighting games.
not even just for any for things. Like, see, even when I'm playing Battlefield, I go to whip out the med pack. I'm fucking getting ammo. You know what I mean? Like sometimes these motherfuckers, that bitch ain't accurate. You know what I mean?
And
I don't
it's
know.
start with the Elite pad as well, Z, when you're playing that game.
But yeah, it's the same. Well,
I got a different cap. I got a different cap from Best Buy, and that shit is
I don't use the round thing. I still use the cross.
Why don't you try the round thing?
They fucked up that damn D-pad when they started connecting the shit. They should have just made the bitch
But
separate,
it's always
like
been
PlayStation
that, though.
does.
nah. I don't like it. I don't like that.
No, but it's always
But I'll
one
tell you
thing
this,
about
you'll at least have an
PlayStation-
accurate input on your shit. Just
Yeah,
saying.
100%. One thing good about the PlayStation controller,
Is the D-pad.
like with the D-pad, the Tekken, like playing games like Tekken and Street
Yeah,
Fighter,
it's better.
it's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
It's
but-
fucking awesome.
Well, sometimes on the fly, you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm in the heat of battle on Battlefield, and I go to, and sometimes I whip out the wrong shit. I whip out the big ass bazooka. What the fuck am I doing? And I'm trying to get, that's the wrong pistol. Yeah,
So,
but yeah, that is
so
like
improve the D-pad.
yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if that's something that Sony has patent or, I don't.
Nah,
know.
they just put the plastic in between the little directional
Stop
pad
hating.
things.
Stop
I'm just
hating.
telling you what the difference is. But the thing I have like one from Best Buy, and it's built the same way, so I don't feel the same kind of thing. So I kind of get what you're saying, but like I can get a new cap and it makes it feel completely different.
Hold on. Shout out to my brother Sean Rashid, bro. He said, "Will you buy a PS5? Will you buy a PS5? Is Scarlett 20% more powerful?" And
Depends on the
hold on,
price,
we're gonna answer
yeah.
that question. Xbox is still. You hopped in the game. You shout out to my brother. Still been game with me. It's still. Let me tell you first of all. Before Stuart bought my Xbox Box with X Scorpio edition, right? Fuck nigga, right? So I said, just give me $300. I'll give you 2 controllers, give you the system, and a year Xbox Live, right? You still owe me motherfucker $63. Motherfucker sent me $217 and it took forever to clear on PayPal. I'm taking you to small claim court, fuck nigga. Now here, didn't Xbox say your controllers carry over to the next generation? So they can really do a lot different with I'm sorry, they can't really do a lot different without dividing the fan base. No one left behind. We're gonna answer both of those questions. It's Sean Rashid. He said, will you guys buy Scarlett if it's 20% for PS5 if the Scarlett is 20% more powerful? To any of you guys, does that matter or
I don't think any of them will be that much of a disparity.
Even if it is, right? Which I do hope that the Scarlett is more powerful than the PS5. I really hope it is for the sake of my brethren across the aisle, because they seem to think for some reason that justifies the existence over games. Because at the end of the day, right?
Well, at the beginning of the generation, it always
listen.
is a big talking point.
You have the world's most powerful console. And that did not do anything. That didn't move the needle once.
The ecosystem was already set.
It ain't even about the ecosystem, man. Y'all lack games, and that's what people
would
go
have had.
to.
Yes, if you would have
That's
had
not.
games,
That's not what it was because the
came
games
out,
were
it would
there
have
at
been
the
a whole different
beginning. We all
ballgame.
know this.
What the fuck was there? Name them.
Where you didn't have
Name them because you only had
got
about
Z
what?
does
Rise?
it.
You had
Z does it
Rise?
every time. Like
You had Rise, Forza.
Hey.
What else?
Hey,
Z does what?
Listen, Tsunami, I can help you, brother. I got a pro crowd.
Thank you. You can't revoke that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna let you
His integrity is always in the question.
Yeah,
the best game for the PS4 was Resogun for the first 2 years.
Who
Nigga.
cares?
God damn
Now, let me ask you this.
Oh, here we
What's going
go.
on here?
Hold on.
What man? You're a complete violation.
Somebody said, "Is this what you want from me?"
And I told you Resogun was fire, but that's all y'all had.
Come on, man.
All because you like indie games,
Hold on,
Sue.
Trey. Hold on, Trey.
I said it was fire,
Wait,
but
so
that was
Tsunami.
all y'all had. And Knack.
Hold on, Trey. Hold on. Okay, so Tsunami. Okay, since Xbox had all the games in the beginning generation, and PS4 didn't have any games.
Name them.
I told you why. At the beginning of the generation, power matters more.
The man finished asking you the question, bro.
He already asked the question. You be quiet.
Let me finish. Okay. So if you had all the games, you mean to tell me people turned their back on all the games and still decided to go for PlayStation? That makes no sense.
But we all know why. One was power, one was price, and then all the bad press from the beginning.
Let me ask you this.
So everybody buying a cheap console with no games?
Thank you.
Exactly.
Listen, we had games. I'm not denying anything else. But at the beginning of the generation,
name the games I had at the beginning,
bro.
Please.
Like they Tomb Raider, Titanfall, Rise, Sunset Overdrive.
Tomb Raider was a multi-plat.
Tomb Raider was a multi-plat.
No, it wasn't. First year, it was an exclusive. Yeah.
All right, fine. 1 year exclusive. But
fucking all the Forzas.
I don't even fucking count
They
that
had a
shit.
couple bangers at the beginning, but they ran on the smoke, man. Flat being sick.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They were still outselling it because of power. All them. Why would you buy a console? Why would you buy a console and it costs more and it's not as strong?
How about this, right?
Listen, price is a big difference as
Well,
well.
Y'all had the
Connect-
launch
the Connect-
games and that was it.
How about this, right?
It was the price. It was the connection.
Tommy, I barely know you, right? And if you die, you die. I can get 2 fucks, right? How about the fact that I got a pro Sony audience today, right? Yeah, I need a content extension going into the next generation. Check this shit out, right? How about the multi-plats that was releasing was better than them dog shit exclusives? Is this what you want from me?
That's why I said at the beginning of the generation, power mattered, right? That's what I'm saying. So third-party games that were better, like Destiny, like. Well, of course.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
When that power narrative deteriorates, what's left?
But what I'm saying is the first to 10 million is gonna win. PlayStation was already selling well.
What about last generation? What about last generation? Xbox 360 was the first one to hit 10 million, and they still lost.
But they had a year head start though.
And they had a year head
That
start.
shit. That's because PlayStation was fucking still catering to PS3 when PS4 was out.
Bro, you got a lot of excuses, bro. You got a lot of excuses.
You bullshitting. Oh my god.
No, it's
Get him
not.
up out of
It
here.
don't mean a thing if
All right,
you ain't got
all right,
that
buddy.
thing. Do wop, do wop, do wop, do wop.
Goddamn damage control ain't gonna work
I'm gonna
today.
fight for Salami now. Listen, the PlayStation
Salami,
brand is
man.
more popular. Come on, it's
nigga
more
said
popular.
salami.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Come
let me
on,
just-
come on. Europe is massive.
You said the what is
Nobody
more
cares.
popular?
I hope the
PlayStation
well,
brand.
globally, yes.
Massive.
Listen, globally, yes.
Sony's massive in the UK.
UK,
I'm telling
you know what I mean?
it's
Sony.
massive. Europe is
It's
massive.
big.
Spain.
Spain.
That's P-Rock.
Because
P-Rock's in Germany.
damn near almost everybody in that damn UK grew up playing Gran Turismo before Forza.
That's
Absolutely.
what it was.
Yes,
That's right.
there's
I
no
mean,
game.
Absolutely,
that's
yeah, 100%. Tekken and all these type of games.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's been since been. Hold on, shout out to my brother.
PlayStation
R&B.
was the standard for years.
Hold on, shout out to my brother R&B the third, man. If the problem with Xbox was games and they already bought studios and making multiple teams, what will be the issue next generation? They just want the game. Here's the problem, and shout out to my brother R&B the third. I love you like a stepbrother that has sticky fingers, right? Check this shit out, right? Of course, it's always about the games, right? But like my man, what's the guy we had on the show? David Jaffe. It's Microsoft, their management and their quality control. They just had their biggest game release in I don't know how long with Gears 5, right? And they're following that up with what do you call it? Blood Bleeding Edge, Battletoads. What do you call it? What's that other one? There's multiplayer.
Outer Worlds.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
Outer
I'm
Worlds.
not my thing, but some may like it. But that's a multi-plat. You know.
40.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So I don't know. Like, you know what I mean. You're right. They buying, but even those studios that they buying, good brother, they're single AA studios. Like, we got to be honest with that. You know what I mean. Playground Games. That's a huge acquisition for them. I give them props.
None of those show the power of it's gonna be able to show the
At
power.
all.
I just want to say
The
something. real quick.
initiative, nigga.
I don't know what this is going to do.
Besides
Check this out, right?
Infinite,
What
I don't
game?
even
Whatever
think
they
Infinite's
make, it's gonna be
show.
AAA. Whatever they make, it's gonna be AAA. They have.
PS4 took off when the Uncharted collection
man.
came out. Facts.
What happened?
It did. That's when it
Talk
took
that
off
shit,
when the Uncharted collection came
Talk
out.
that shit.
That was in,
What the
2015.
fuck are you talking about?
Oh, wait, I'm
Talk that shit,
Parker.
Parker.
Exactly.
What the fuck?
Trey,
I'm
let
saying,
him
though,
talk, Trey.
if you want
Trey,
to
let him talk.
to the Xbox and
No,
PS4,
no,
it
no,
took
son.
off when
You let him fight his battle right now.
Fuck up, let me talk, nigga.
Okay, Parker.
Boy, you better shut your retarded ass.
It's a theme console.
Go, Parker.
I'm
Fuck him up,
hold on.
Parker.
Listen, the Uncharted collection was a theme console. Remember that took off for the PS4. It wiped Microsoft out once that came out. It did a
Parker,
year
shut
later.
the fuck up and
Uncharted
goddamn get the hell
4
on.
came out. You know what I'm saying? Trey, shut your dumb ass up.
All right, Parker said, all right, Parker said the Uncharted 3 collection sold 15 million PS3s. Okay, duly noted, Parker. Let me pay these bills right quick.
Fuck you too, nigga.
My brother McNeil J. Chris, shout out to you, good brother McNeil. You missed a hell of a show yesterday. You missed a hell of a show. Go back and watch that, man. D got both his two front teeth knocked out. He said, all you fuckers think that these studios will change anything dead wrong. Nothing but game classes coming from Microsoft while Sony will be crafting masterpieces. Now, that's why, you know, again, like I said, shout out to add on what R&B third said, to be honestly, like, name the studios that they're named, right? How you say you're only good as your last game? Undead Labs and, you know, the one that we Happy Few. Motherfuckers, what's the other one? They did,
It don't matter. It was trash.
Yeah, State of Decay, you know. I'm even looking at motherfucking Ninja Theory like they fucking, I thought that was a big pickup. Bleeding Edge is dog shit. You know what I mean?
Let's wait for the next AAA game. Come on, Z.
From who, though?
Wait till E3.
What do you mean, Ninja Theory? They put a pause.
I asked
Still got Fable.
Hey, Sean. All right, now I know you.
I'm gonna be paused now.
Listen, I know you fall out my good graces when you refuse to say fuck Boomstick, right? But I forgave you for that, right? But now, name me one AAA game that Ninja Theory made. We gotta be realistic.
You cutting out.
I know I'm cutting out. Name me one AAA goddamn game that Ninja Theory made.
Heavenly Sword.
They were an indie developer, bro.
Before the indie developer, I'm talking about now. Don't talk about the past. We're talking about the future, Z. Come on.
Oh my god.
Hey, now listen, I know you
Make
come.
nothing in the future. It's not here yet.
Well, listen, like I said,
We're
man,
waiting, isn't it? It's a
Right.
waiting game. The PS5 is coming. That's in the future. You waiting for that?
It's a fucking waiting game.
You waiting
What
for the
other
Last of
fucking
Us?
game
That's
is
in the
worth
future,
even getting
motherfucker.
that sorry ass Scarlett, Sean? Hell, the
You
only
can't
goddamn
name
game
one-
you
you
know.
can't-
The only game you know for
Trey, let me
sure.
ask you
Trey, we had a discussion in the
Is
DMs.
Halo Infinite.
Trey,
And the
let me ask you
DMs,
something.
you couldn't say one.
He
What,
couldn't say
that-
anything,
what,
but
that's
that's in the
come out?
DMs. Trey, what
Couldn't
game
say
you playing
one.
now? You playing Battlefield?
Oh
Is
shit.
that exclusive?
What are you talking
Come on now.
on.
Listen, it
Hold on.
don't mean a thing if you ain't got that
What
thing.
are we talking here? It's a whole multiplat. It's a whole multiplat. What are we talking?
Paying.
Because I mean, shoot, you looking at Halo Infinite and the shit looks goddamn like it could be on that.
You
damn
saw a
thing.
fucking cutscene. Shut
That
up.
shit look like
And that cutscene was enough for me.
expansion pack.
And
that cutscene was
what happens after that?
Trey,
What happens after Halo? Right? What happens after
Thank
that?
you.
Buck that. So you're free
I mean, you're
like
right.
at least hit that like button.
The studios
Okay,
are
then.
making games. You got Playground Games making another game.
What
You got Initiative.
name? What's the
fuck
name
outta
of
here.
it? What's the
Shit,
name
we
of
don't-
it, Sean? What's the name of
Name of the
it?
game they making.
Motherfucker, I don't know what the name of it, but they're making games. They're making something.
Fable.
They're not that taking a shit or
Fables.
something.
None of those
Really,
games.
Fable?
Listen, none of those games are going to be available.
What do you
What
mean
do you mean?
available?
Available what? Like what? Go
On day
explain
one.
yourself.
What does PlayStation have day one?
What's available day one for PlayStation?
what PlayStation like
GT
branded
GT
game?
Sport?
Oh, come on.
HD
Hey, Sean,
remasters.
come
That's
on,
what the
Sean,
launcher.
Sean.
No, Z,
HD
that's what the
remaster.
launcher-
Yo, for real, if we gonna keep it a beam, PlayStation don't gotta have no games with it up front. Y'all already know what it is, because everybody know what they gonna have
Thank
the whole
you.
generation. If you
That's
gonna keep it a
fine,
beam,
but y'all can't
Xbox
say
gotta
y'all.
prove that-
Yeah,
Xbox still
You're
gotta
right.
prove that they make good games, for God's
you're
sake.
right.
Good point.
I agree.
And
And they
I
gonna
agree.
be here.
I agree with that.
I agree with that.
We
Yeah.
agree with that.
You know what they gonna do? They gonna put out their softer games up front, or probably another Bloodborne, something like that. You know, that light
That's
shit up
from
front.
Soft.
Then they gonna start knocking everybody out.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You might be
I
right.
mean,
That's in a few
PlayStation
years,
typically
yeah.
always starts out, light, and then they backload the
Yeah.
catalog.
Hey, you know what? I think the only
They
chance
put the
that-
heavy shit out when after everybody done bought the console, like
Yeah.
millions of copies of the shit.
Listen,
Yeah.
if they will learn anything from this generation, you learn from your mistake and lick your wounds. Just being, because everybody, when we look at what game looked the best, and Digital Foundry, they're gonna be out there fueling the console war. It has to, look, better than what's on the previous console, what's on the rival console. I'm sorry, and not be more. You know what I mean? And they gotta have something there, eye-catching besides Halo. Halo is Halo. That's going to sell in boatloads, right? But the mistake with that's not even exclusive to that box. So you can play that on your S, your whatever the fuck the case may be. You know what I mean?
Same for PlayStation's game.
Or they're going to, they both going to do cross.
The first 2 years is going to be
Yeah,
fine.
I mean, I'm
But
not
see,
against
like,
that.
see, let's talk about the studios, yeah. Regardless if they haven't pulled the games out, yeah. Like, what could go head to head with God of War creators? The Initiative. Do they have a chance to go head to
I
head?
don't know what we got to
Did
see.
you just say the?
Yeah.
I don't know what they're making. You know what I mean? You don't.
No, but have they? No, when you want to compare the studios, the talent versus talent.
No, you just
regardless
say,
of-
okay. If you wanted to say 343 versus what's some of Guerrilla Games and Killzone, I got to get at the Microsoft. You know what I mean? But they did.
Okay.
As far as
No,
but they
I'm
did
just saying,
they did,
what has a chance?
Horizon.
Like when you want to compare studios,
So you got
like,
Turn
say
10
some-
and Polydigital. What you call that? They do
Polyphony,
Forza
yeah.
versus GTA. That's the only thing that they really have that you compare. Sony, Microsoft doesn't really have that single player adventure game. They don't have one of
No,
those.
but like I said, Z, we got the Initiative. We look at the talent, regardless if they haven't made a game yet.
Look at who they hired
Talent.
and the positions they
Look
were
who they
filling. They like if it's gonna compete like
That's
with
just
the
gonna
God of
give
Wars
y'all-
out there.
This is giving y'all hope. Then okay, I guess.
No, I'm just saying. Trey,
Look at the
you wanna
type of
compare
people they were
studios.
hiring. Look at the games that they came
I'm
from.
looking at the type of people they were hiring, and I understand what type of games they're coming from. But at the same damn time, until y'all prove some shit to people, I don't fucking see it.
No, but Trey, we agree with you there. But look at it. We're just saying if you.
So
want
if we
compare
hire
studio
Neil
to
Druckmann,
studio-
So if we hired Neil Druckmann, y'all wouldn't say nothing.
Look, WCW.
Do you have to prove it again?
Oh my god.
Oh, don't talk about
Hold on, let me finish.
WCW.
Let me finish. Vince Russo got hired by WCW, and we see where the fuck they at
Who?
now.
Who
Just
the
saying.
fuck is that?
That's right.
It's-
It don't mean a thing if you ain't got that pay. Shut the fuck up.
Trey, what the fuck that got to do with anything? He just said they got hired by the WCW.
Yo, so he said they wanted a TV evangelist.
All I'm
Jimmy
saying
Swaggart.
is Vince
What
Russo
happened?
went to WCW back in the 90s,
Hey, Trey,
and now they're
bro.
out of
Bro, don't nobody give a fuck about all that,
Hey,
bro.
bro, you Trey, you would have been full of street niggas. Fuck what you talking about, Trey? He hired
okay,
him
never
for
mind.
TV
Trey said,
evangelist.
"Nah, fuck this. I'm going to wrestling."
Yo, he said, bro, they hired Bishop Eddie Long. Eddie Long strong. Say, what the fuck is you talking
Eric-
about? Let me pay
Eric
these bills
Bischoff.
Right. Yo, hold on, let me pay these bills right quick.
Booker T, 5 times WCW champion.
Yo, he said they bought Black Baron and boy. Who the fuck Black Baron was? The Southeast. I'm sorry, Black Baron. McNeil J. Chris said Halo film would come out and be forgotten. Y'all fuck niggas still living in 2007. The streets don't want Halo. King, let me ask you a question. Let me put this last bill. Xbox are pulling Sony devs from Naughty Dog and Sony Santa Monica. Now those same devs are trash. Good point, R&B. We're gonna get into that article too. And I got another one here. Hold on one second. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Talk that shit.
That was the last one. I'm sorry. My man Jemiah Dixon. Ninja Theory went from Hellblade to Bleeding Edge. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't really care for Hellblade either. It was pretty, but that wasn't really much like to me. It was supposed to like
But it shows talent.
Yeah,
for what they can do with the budget.
But here's a King. You there?
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
Now I know you're a Halo guy. Is Halo dead? You know what I mean? Are you gonna get back into it?
Man, truth be told, bro, it's been so many Halos. Halo just boring now, bro. Like I don't really care about Halo, bro.
What did you have to do to like
Halo
change
needs to
your
go
mind?
hiatus.
It's just a lot of Halo, bro. After a while, you just be like, man, fuck this, bro.
We've been playing. We all in here been playing fucking Halo since we was damn near in college or in high school. It's time for us to move the fuck on.
Well, it's 2019, bro. I've been playing Halo since 2001.
Halo 1 was a freaking launch.
Y'all
title
still
for the
playing
original
COD every year?
Xbox.
What's the difference?
Who playing COD, bro?
COD, Battlefield, 2K, and niggas play.
Bro, I done skipped on like every COD since the beginning of this generation.
To it, I mean, shoot.
And to be fair, there's only been one Halo in the past, what, fucking 6-7 years?
Oh, yeah.
It's still dog shit.
Listen,
for the past 20 years, you've been playing Halo.
10 to 15 fucking Halos, including the fucking Halo Wars 1 and 2, including
ODS.
How many God of Wars it been? All right.
It's only been 5 if you want to count PSP.
I only played one of them. I'm good.
He
says new to me.
It's not the same. It's the thing about it. There are better, right? Here's the thing about it. Third party has improved upon what Microsoft kind of started, right?
Yeah, Jay's in the closet with Yoshida.
Right, hold on. Let me pay these bills right quick. AP Shooter said.
You need phone?
He said the top 10 best-selling consoles of all time. PlayStation has 5. Nintendo has 4. Xbox has 1. And the PlayStation and Nintendo do that because of game. Xbox on their calls, they came early with third-party deals. PlayStation will again, fuck niggas. But here's the thing, and also to pay his last bill.
We're not denying that.
McNeil J. Chris said R&B the third. This disrespect they're directed at R&B the third. He said them same devs had drug problems and alcohol. They was trash when they was with Sony. That's why they got fired. Y'all fuckers are used to trash. So those games now that devs hired by the men are going to get trash. Those are the same. He said those are the same devs that came with the idea of Conjugate Genie, motherfucker. Fuck him, get out of here.
Shit.
Goddamn.
Damn, Jay.
He said the same devs came up with the idea of goddamn Crying Geek Genie. Shit.
Damn, Jay. First day, Jay, right?
Oh man. Woo. Pardon me. Let me. I need some water. Oh, goddamn. Well, how about this?
It looks like they ended up in the right place, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Facts, and that's all facts too, because I was drinking with him yesterday.
How about this, right?
Fever dream, nigga.
How about this, right? What I think this will be exciting for gaming, right? What if Microsoft was to hop in that hot tub time machine, right? Get back in shape and come out that motherfucker doing what they did with the 360 generation, the third party deals.
With Phil Spencer at the helm, I doubt it. See,
hypothetically speaking here, right? Because I think it would be great for gaming. Both of them, battling, lobbying for our dollars. I'm telling you, don't want that goddamn cocky Sony out there. Pause. That's not good for gaming. Out there really battling and competing, doing the theme consoles. The things that gamers like.
Came and left. Z,
the problem is it does not. It does not
merging cross-platform.
It does not fit that model. What you talking about, Z? Mm-hmm. That's the Xbox of old, right? That was under different management, a different direction.
Didn't he just put out the question if they went back in time and changed?
But that's what I'm saying. Let me finish. If you shut the fuck up and let me finish. So they would have, in order for that to happen, they would have to undo everything that they done did within the last 4 years, right?
What's the undo?
Including, right, getting rid of Game Pass, getting rid of Play Anywhere.
Why? Why does that matter?
Shut the fuck up!
Oh shit!
God damn! Nigga, let me finish.
He's vicious.
So you would have to undo everything, right, and go back to the Dunny D ways of thinking, where we don't give a fuck. This is our motto. This is what we finna do. Fuck all you whiny babies. You know, we got a console for you if you don't like it. You have to go back to being a boss leader like that. And, unfortunately, that's just where Xbox, it's not going to happen because that does not fit what Satya Nadella want, right?
I don't understand what does that have to do with buying third-party deals. You can just buy a third-party deal and not go back to your old ways.
Tsunami, why would they buy a third-party deal? Right, like, listen, right now, it's a waste of money for Microsoft to buy third-party marketing deals when the competition is going to reap all the benefits.
For right now, but I'm talking about next gen.
Tsunami. Listen, here's the thing.
It's 100. You think 100 million motherfuckers is going to swap and go to Xbox for
hell no?
No, it's not.
No, he talking about
that's why I just said third-party deals.
He talking about buying Call of Duty.
No, I'm not talking about like advertising. I mean, like, get you a game like a Mass Effect where it was just on Xbox. Okay, so get you a game that's just on Xbox, made by a third-party developer.
Let me tell you what happened when they tried that. What happened with Tomb Raider? What happened with all of that?
Because they said it wasn't going to be always exclusive.
No, listen.
They said it was time.
It didn't sell that well on Xbox. Let's be real.
They would have to backtrack on their own fucking words because Phil Spencer's on record saying he does not like the competitive nature of buying and keeping stuff off of other people's platform. He said that. This is the reason why Conquer is on fucking Switch.
That's for like content exclusive stuff. I'm talking about paying for a third party developer to make your game.
Bullshit. Look, you are not putting in the fucking narrative today.
Let me pay the bills. My man Ricardo Perez. I'm gonna pronounce your name. Shout out to you and shout out to your Ray pretty sister. God of War got reinvented. No, Sean, he was in that bathtub. I refuse to ever do it again. God of War got reinvented. Halo and Gears are recycled. And I got McNeil J. R&B back firing back at McNeil J. Chris. McNeil J. Chris, I know your beard don't connect, and you do a lot of sleeping on your stomach. But don't slander your daddy Sony just to save face. Be better fucking. Oh man, my God. I listen. I do love the savagery. Let me play this free message in that. And Keen X Player said Ninja Theory next AAA games will be called Sean in the Bathtub, Rubby Dub Dub.
Oh shit!
Oh man, I do love the savage.
King.
Nah, bitch, don't call my name. Look like Dan Aykroyd, weirdo.
Don't show the DMs. Don't show the DMs.
Hey yo, but okay, about this, like, I'm
leaving the garage open.
Now here, to add on what J Dub saying, the Game Pass service stuff that's not going anywhere because you have this behemoth of a company, Google. That's
shit. The console go before Game Pass.
Yeah,
I agree.
But service, you got too many. Everybody. They got to compete on all fronts, right? Whatever the fuck. But I'm hoping, just for me being a gamer, that Microsoft gets some quality control on that motherfucker and turn out some goddamn games. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna own every console. I'm a console guy. I gotta play Gears on the best. And like I said today, but I think I don't know. Bro, I ain't got no faith in these motherfuckers, man. I'm gonna keep it funky. I'll probably get them, like I said, the majority of my multiplats besides shooters on the PlayStation. I mean, and then everything fall what it may. I'm just keeping that bitch all the way above. You know what I mean? I can't do no shooters on that DualShock. I need an Xbox controller, but other than that, man, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Listen, so like I brought up on BGST yesterday, right? And I was talking to my brother Tim. I got to do this one-on-one with Tim. Hey, Tim, stop ducking me, right? It's bad or it's sad, right? When you got a motherfucker like me, and I'm saying I'm nobody. I am a man, a very little mean, a person of color. I ain't got much longer here on this green earth, right? Social statistics, right? Check this shit out, right? But when you lose a motherfucker like me, that alone spent probably about $4,000 on your consoles, right? Just elite controls, this, that, and the other, and you got me looking at you motherfuckers with the motherfucking tiny little Lester Junior eye, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like that's crazy, bro. Like, you know what I mean? How do you... And I asked the question. They can blame it on Terry Myerson and The dollar that doesn't make any sense to me. One thing I'm business savvy, right? Whether you believe it or not. When they start talking about Microsoft, when they spin off the Xbox and they'll keep to get rid of it, I said back then in 2014, said, "Oh, this shit kind of spooky." I would rather them sell that motherfucker off or spin it off, let this shit stand on its own. To see this motherfucker, the way that they do it. Listen, how you stop investing in goddamn exclusives of 2016? Like that's crazy as hell. Like, you know what I mean? You ask me, like, do you really still want to be here? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck you think was going to happen? Now, the lifetime sales, let me say this. Somebody just released the lifetime sales yesterday from a very credible source. They had about 46 million, right? Between 46, 47, 48, right? Fine, right? Now, when did I do the interview with John Petty? Was that last year? Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, last
was
year.
It before?
No, it was last year. I did the interview with John Petty, you know, the guy with the numbers, AMD, or MPD, right? And, And when I say my brother, D-Back, but I didn't attack my brand, called me a bull. No, there's no way. My sources tell me that Microsoft has at least had 50 million consoles, right? I forgot to bring that up yesterday, right? So they had 46 million right now, right? And I'm saying this, what the messaging they have now, and you don't actually need a next PlayStation. I understand there's money made outside the box, but I get that. And to experience I'm not even talking about the PC shit. To experience their games, I think that is a huge mistake. So the install base again is going to be even less of what they had. You know what I mean? They got to leave something exclusive to the box to give some value to the box. You know what I mean? For it to motherfuckers to go out and buy your quote unquote $5 goddamn console. And this motherfucker got to come out to sing and tap dance or something. And so I think again this install base is going to be in half of that. I was trying to play on BGST, so. If the most money they take invested in, is already making a new console. If the Xbox One was sold 46 million, 50 million, the new one probably sell 20 million. You know what I mean? It may not be viable for them to keep, making console, but you just keep making games. That's what I was trying to say.
If ain't nobody buying them shits, you're right.
Hold up, my man Gotti. Shout out to my brother Gotti. We got to work, Gotti too. I keep telling you that. What up, Z? Came home from work, took a full pause at some tree and chilling out, listening to the show. Great show as always. I appreciate the love, Gotti. Like I said, Gotti, get at me, man. I'm gonna slide you my number too, Gotti. We gotta work. I'm gonna to you on Instagram.
You talking about our next generation, like with Xbox is coming with xCloud. Sony wants to do the streaming stuff as well. Do you see both consoles doing less numbers next gen?
Well, here's the thing, right? Real talk, right? They both want to do a service. It's not even about fuck the streaming, right? But fuck the streaming. Yeah. They both want to have a service. As far as the game, I keep trying to tell motherfuckers, it's business, it makes money. It ain't about the sales. That as long as Sony keep making the goddamn game. The reason why Game Pass is shit on is because the quality of the goddamn games that Microsoft been releasing for the last 3 years. You know what I mean? If they've been releasing bangers, because like I said, no one, like my man Shazam was gaming up. What's that guy she was playing last night? They got a lot of shit in there. Jump for all, they got all types of shit, you know what I mean? But from first party wise, that's the reason why motherfuckers tease it and make fun of it. You gotta be honest here. Sony's gonna do the same thing. Why? Because it makes fucking money, right? I mean, and I keep telling you, the way their services right now, they can't handle. They set to 5 million users or whatever the fuck. That's why they're looking to get the best of whoever's gonna handle the boatload of the structure. Because right now they go day and date. I keep telling you guys, it would fucking break their service. The service. I mean, at the time. But that's not even the issue at hand still. Of what I'm talking about. Again. It's the quality of the games, and it always comes back to the game. We can talk about this. Look. I hate the dog shit switch, right? Dog shit. But the reason why what they selling because motherfuckers are weird out there, like Baron. There's a lot of weird motherfuckers out there, man. That like that, they still got a thing for Princess Peach. They got the games. That's what people care about at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So it always come back to the games, and Microsoft come out there with the services, and this, that, and the other. It doesn't matter. Where the fuck is the goddamn games? You know what I mean? All that they still get lost in translation to pay the last bill. And I want to talk about Mike Ybarra and the other things. Let me go. Oh, fuck, I can't find my mouse. Here we go. There we go. Mike Ybarra. I'm sorry. That's his name. What's going on, good brother? On the real Xbox, actually stole y'all money for five. Nah. They didn't steal my money. Listen. I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna be honest. The X is an amazing console. Does a lot of shit. Games look great. The multi-plats, I'm not, what I mean, that's what I said. And sad because how could you release a great console in this state and not He said, you know, take care of you, release this motherfucker on the side of
show the games off, yeah.
Yeah, like that's crazy. Like Gears, and you know, and it's to me, we got first exclusive to fully take advantage of the goddamn, you know what I mean? Because even when it launched, they were still, you know, the frame rates was the same between the X and the standard goddamn console, like PUBG. You know what I mean? Like to me, I went on a bit about it. When the developers said they had this shit up to 45 seconds, 45 frames a second within 2 weeks of having the hardware, and then bitch come up both locked at 30, you have motherfuckers like Xbot. You my man, but fuck you, right? No, I don't think they should split the foot, man. What the fuck? Like I just think like yo, this shit was crazy, bro. Like these X motherfuckers is wild. Like that's what I'm saying. But I mean, I'm not. You got zealots on both sides, but motherfuckers forget. Like motherfuckers, you know, they don't. We're dollar signs to them. It's okay to get in the banner, but we got at least be honest. Call shit out for what it is, man. You know what I mean? You know, like
yeah, I remember that. Z, you said, look, you're paying for premium. You put your money down to get the best box.
Yeah.
You should get the premium experience. I remember that shit.
Yeah, but even like I said, as far as crossplay, you have motherfuckers. I don't know, but bro, you bugging. Anything moving gaming forward, fuck all the shit. I'm all about. Like you know what I mean? I can buy one copy and play with everybody. You know what I mean? But you know, but like I said, you know, you got this shit on both sides. You know what I mean?
I know, Z, you get people complaining about like mid-gen, you know, with the PS4 Pro and the Xbox Scarlett. I mean, the Xbox One X. I'm happy these consoles came out because it makes more use of your 4K TV.
I couldn't imagine being on a OG Xbox.
You ain't got a 4K TV.
Oh shit.
What you mean?
King, you play on a monitor. Get the fuck out of here. You don't know what 4K is.
That's why I'm better than you.
Oh, you fighting now? Let's go right now. Don't talk that shit. Let's talk that shit.
Well, let's go right now. Shut up.
Now, let's go. You drunk.
Get
that bottle out.
Hey, King Blood. He's inviting you into the hot tub time machine.
I ain't trying. Yo, listen, bro. Listen, bro.
Don't drink that bottle today, bro. I don't want you to get killed by the white dudes next door. Next door neighbors, you're very lucky.
Listen, bro. I ain't trying to get up in that bathtub with your nasty ass, bro.
You can come here and join me anytime, fucking nigga. Don't worry about it.
Yo,
he said,
yo, where the bitches?
He said,
Sean was like, what bitches?
But like I said, moving right along, out of nowhere, first Sean Layton goes. Now Mike Ybarra has exited stage left. What does this mean and the impact it may have on the company?
Hey, it's doomed. Just like they said when Sean Layton left. Rest in peace, Xbox.
Oh yeah.
Their leader is gone. We don't know what they gonna do. We don't know. Listen, anytime your top executive,
all y'all was singing that goddamn tune, Sean. Y'all was singing that raggedy ass tune.
Mike put a tweet
keep
out.
That same
Did Sean put a tweet out? Did Sean put a tweet out? Yes or no?
Keep that same energy.
Still gonna bring y'all down.
Sean Layton been retweeting shit ever since. So shut up.
Bullshit.
No, he
has. You saw
he
it.
changed his password.
Listen, here's the thing, right? Keep that same energy. Mikey Barber is gone. Right? Anytime an executive, because I remember you motherfuckers said this. Anytime an executive leave, right before the next generation.
Talking about Z's white daddies.
Shut the fuck up. Hot tub time machine, boy. Anyway, anytime your executive leave, right before next generation, that's trouble in paradise, and that means the Xbox Scarlett is fucking doomed. Keep that same energy.
He didn't get fired though.
Nah, that motherfucker got fired. They escorted his ass. They escorted his ass out the building. Fuck out of here.
Sony kicked him down that tunnel like in 300.
Yeah.
This is Sony. Boom.
No, it keeps the same. Listen, it won't shock me if fucking Mikey Barber end up over at Sony.
It'll be a Twitch. He's on Twitch.
I don't give a fuck. He was an L anyway. Honestly, he was an L.
Oh, come on, now he's an L. Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Come on.
We knew that.
Hey, listen.
We knew that.
I can't name nothing positive that he did.
Okay, so what's positive that Phil's done?
Exactly.
Besides make life hell for every damn body.
Game pass.
He gave your game to
he saved Xbox with Satya.
Oh shit!
And not only that, he axed a hell of a lot of games that could have possibly helped y'all during this goddamn time.
There was Connect games. There was Connect games.
Oh my god!
You had to.
I gotta share my screen, right? I forgot about this, right? Now, J Dubs,
Yo.
Now listen. First of all, have you been smoking? Have you been drinking? Have you been doing your sit-ups and your push-ups? Have you been training?
Oh shit!
I'm gonna need your
Listen,
mass damage control.
I have been drinking. I've been smoking the last couple of weeks. So yeah.
So you
I've been drinking.
My account's been hacked. Listen, my account's been hacked several times and everything.
So you're not gonna be able to spin this one, good. All right, so listen, ladies and gentlemen. So Jay does a bad job at damage controlling this here. He already gave you forewarning. My man's been on living in the bottle, cheating in the bottle, right?
Oh shit!
But shout out to none of your business. And I love the savagery. I love it, man. PlayStation Europe put up dozens for redundancy, but basically said they laid off a slew of motherfuckers.
No, they said a dozen. That motherfucker. That ain't everybody. That's a dozen.
You lost one. Y'all lost like 15.
Listen. Microsoft been firing people fucking the whole divisions, the whole fucking black caucus motherfuckers gone.
Check it out. They take to Twitter. They said the number of employees were let off in key positions. But it got covered up by Sony releasing that PlayStation 5 news. So USB service team was affected. The point right now. So I hate that it's going to be. He said, I hate that this is going to be drowned out by the PlayStation 5 announcement. God damn! He said, is this what you want from me? Oh,
yeah. So here it is.
All right, let's go. Hit the spinner, Rooney. Hit the spinner. Go ahead, Booker.
Here you go, right? So anytime you have new hires, new divisions and stuff, it's like an NFL team, right? You get a brand new coach. He got to hire his coordinators and his staff and stuff like that. That's all that is. They let go to old staff, and they got new staff coming in. So that's all that is. That's just a fact.
Who's your new coach?
The people, come on.
Motherfucking Jim Ryan, that's the new fucking coach.
Oh,
so
shit.
he let go a handful of people. You see, it don't say hundreds, it don't say thousands. It said a dozen motherfuckers. All of them could have been cooks.
Y'all call all y'all shows. Y'all call all y'all employees.
Listen, they could have been the tsunamis of the fucking gaming industry. The fucking the cooks and the trash pickers and the nose diggers and shit.
Damn.
I heard there's over 300 people that laid off.
Yeah, they could have been the motherfuckers that was in the hot tub, fucking farting and taking selfies, posting in the DMs.
Oh shit! Oh, you didn't see the bubbles go up, did you? Nasty joker.
The shuns of the industry.
This motherfucker taking it personal. I believe you got that low, Jay. I thought you had some credibility. Come on,
Tell me about that snake in the bush, son.
Let me tell you about that snake in the bush, fuck nigga.
Hey, yo, hold on. Game on. He said, Sean, no more asking Z to sing or dance after those Fruit Loop pics from the DMs. G keeps schooling these clowns. It's hilarious. Z, what's good, my G? Game on, Molly, what's going on, brother? What's banging, Dumbo? But yeah, man, this shit here, man, they said Sony, it was a device, you know what I mean, to spin, you know what I mean, the government tactic, man, to take your attention away what was really going on. Motherfuckers out there losing their jobs, man. They said they released that motherfucking PS5 info just in time. Just in time. I love the savagery, man. It's just fuck niggas, man. Yeah, man. So I get. Well, what was Mike Ybarra's job? Was he king up with the president of Xbox Live?
The funny thing was, Tim wasn't knew about this with Mikey Ybarra.
He say what? Tim what?
He knew about it. Like Tim, Mikey was leaving.
Yeah. Yeah, but what was his job though?
Mixer.
Hey,
he was a mixer.
He was the head of Xbox, the Xbox Scarlett division. So now they're gonna delay. Xbox Scarlett is delayed. It's gonna be delayed and shit. So you know, I heard he was responsible for adding the Connect 3.0 in the box.
Connect 3.0. Okay. You know what I mean? Damn.
No, I think he was in charge of Mixer.
If that shit get delayed.
Yeah. Well, I was talking about Xbox Live and services. I think Xbox Live or whatever the hell. What he's gonna do? Like, you know what I mean? It's just.
He wasn't great.
Well, from what I hear, it was the internal struggle, and it was some turmoil between him and Phil Spencer, and that's what happened. Just like Sean Layton and Jim Ryan, right? The same fucking shit. Keep that energy.
It was an internal struggle, for sure.
Internal struggle.
Yes, sir, man. So, but anyway,
you dizzy yet?
No, do wop. Hey, look. So, anyway, next generation, right? We can close the show with this, right? Next generation, will be here in a little over a year. November, we count down about a year and a month, about 13 months. I mean, in October, November, new consoles will be here, right? A, are you excited? B, are you gonna wait, or are you gonna buy both day one? All right, what's going on with you, Sazami?
I'm gonna buy both day one. I always do. I'm gonna do it the same way I do it now. I'm gonna buy my exclusives on PlayStation and everything else in my box.
Okay. Glorious War. So the last competitive Xbox exec departed. Hey, I'm gonna add to that. A Glorious War, right?
Who said that? Who was that said that? What's your name?
They said what?
Boys Stars.
Let's say you're gonna buy his multi-platform in the box and exclusive on PlayStation. Want that?
Who said that?
Oh, this is not
me, nigga.
Oh, Tuzami? Okay.
Okay.
Put that nigga on the slow bus, son. That nigga going on a slow bus right now.
Hey, Glorious War. Listen, I agree with you with that, right? I said that. I used to say that. Like, they just call me a Donnie D fanboy, right? Listen, fuck them. I'm gonna be honest, right? I'm gonna give you guys a true story, right? Not fucking. I say that someone pissed off one day. You gotta keep one in the chamber, you know. I've been saying that forever, right? That I wasn't sold on Phil. Like, motherfuckers was hyping Phil like he was some dumb goy, and I keep saying, what has Phil done? You know what I mean? They tried to get Phil the X. I said, no. That came from Donnie D. The game that you're hyping up and praising also came from Donnie D. You know what I mean? So it's about the games. I believe Phil's first goddamn game was Voodoo Vince. Because it was dear to his heart. And the game was Phantom Dust with the original assets, Zoo Tycoon, and everything that preceded after that. You know what I mean?
The old rated higher than Concrete Genie, by the way.
Shit.
Man, my God.
Damn.
Pardon me. But with that being said, though,
I mean that's fine. But Microsoft, like they said, Microsoft, Phil and none of them motherfuckers gave you any game of the year.
Y'all really copying Microsoft, huh? Copying Microsoft.
Listen, I wish we could listen. Like they said, Xbox hadn't had a game of the year winner or contender since fucking Halo 3. That means, what does that mean? That means them motherfuckers ain't giving you shit.
Gears 5.
They ain't give you shit. Come on now.
Yeah,
Halo, Gears, and Forza just don't cut it anymore. Will I buy Scarlett day one? No, I already got my Scarlett. I got a fucking PC. That's what Phil wants you to play. That's why he's giving you, all the shit on there. He's giving you. No,
you still on our platform, nigga. You in the ecosystem, fuck nigga.
He giving you all your fucking games on the PC. He giving you all the games from Xbox on the Switch, and it's a matter of time for them shits to come to the PlayStation.
Microsoft console.
It's over. It is what it is.
Windows PC.
Motherfucker.
Jay,
fuck out of here
now. You're locked in, Jay.
That shit going to Steam.
Service, nigga.
Listen, he putting the fucking games in Steam. Shut the fuck up. Steam is not owned by fucking Microsoft.
On your Windows device.
Jay's upset, to be honest.
I know Aaron Greenberg came out yesterday. Well, not yesterday, I'm lying. One day last week or the week before, and said they're no longer putting games on other platforms. That means against Steam or
is that including Steam as well?
But but check this out.
That's not
check this out. Z. He said that, right?
Yeah.
But guess what? I'm gonna be playing fucking Outer Wilds. That's the Outer Worlds on my fucking Switch.
Oh yeah.
And that game hadn't even dropped yet. So
I was talking about
that's a fucking lie.
Games. I'm not sure about that.
That's a fucking lie. How are you gonna reach 2 billion gamers by stopping?
I don't know. Those Steam sales weren't impressive. 10,000 motherfuckers went out there and bought that. But
everybody got it on Game Pass.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
It might change your mind.
Game Pass PC.
100%. Z, like you mentioned it last week or 2 weeks ago, they might change their mind because of Steam sales.
Well, listen. I've been saying that forever. Like, they call me exalting his PC. I'm like, motherfuckers don't buy games, but motherfuckers janky, bro.
No, listen. Listen. Xbox guys don't buy games. PC gamers, they buy games. Microsoft is just like
Legends.
What I mean by that, like, right? I'm talking about if you're looking at the parameter, right? And like even when them trying to placate to the quote unquote PC crowd, that didn't make Forza 3 sales or for Rise or fly off the shelf, or even Gears of War 4. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying some PC guys, but here's the thing: they're all like this. I left it like this, right? Most people in this community, if they have two consoles, either the PC for the multiplat and the PlayStation for the exclusives, right? Most motherfuckers in this community don't really, own an Xbox because they feel that they can get the exclusive on PC, and they just get the PlayStation for their multiplayer. There's very few out there. You know what I mean?
You look at you. You have a whole PC with a 28 Ti. You won't boot that bitch up.
But what am I doing with my PC?
You got a 1660.
What I'm doing with my PC?
You streaming?
Hold on 1 second. Let me pay these bills right quick. My man Glorious War said Xbox is second left and place are all soy boys. My man Coop Man, yeah, that's me. Can Mega trying to spend Xbox One selling 46 mil? A good thing because it's sold almost half of the PS4. That fucking is the delusion. No wonder why his beard is fake. Hey, bro. Let me put this last one. Savagery. Stuart Stokes, you getting on? Greenberg's credibility is almost as bad as D's. Listen, you gotta forgive K Mega. First of all, he's from Oklahoma. That motherfucker thought he was buying 4K Blu-rays 15 years ago. It was 8-track. That motherfucker slow as goddamn my grandma's vanilla pudding. That motherfucker slow. And he's the proprietor, the creator of GRG News to spin. You gotta forgive him, man. But yeah, man, I don't know.
I was watching Moss this morning. And he said it was tracking the same as 360.
What time was you up? 3 a.m.?
No, it was like at 10. It was like at 10, 11.
Well, who said it was tracking the same as 360?
Moss.
The Xbox
Nah. They used to say that like 4 years ago.
3 years ago. That shit, hell no. That motherfucker
He said it's not on par, but it's basically like not far.
You listening to a motherfucker like Mouse?
I'm just saying what he said.
Hey, bro.
I'm just saying what our brother said.
Everybody know Moss is D-Batch 2.0.
Hey, yo,
shout out to my brother Moss.
Hey, yo, that bitch here motherfucker ain't take his motherfucking blood pressure medication. This shit
Hey, Moss, no, he didn't show up. We had to throw him under the bus.
Hey, yo, my man Lewis said, yo, Z, tell Sean to start sending me news playing the flute talking about, can I take your snake? Jesus Christ. Pardon me. Yo, young boy, let me get it, man. Let's also show one shout out, man. For those of you that trickled over to my Twitch channel and and helping me grow it, I appreciate it. Shit means the world to me. Yeah. We're gonna make it happen. I'm gonna get it off the ground, man. You know what I mean? Slow progress, but we working. I appreciate it, man. My man Chuck, will the snap nigga shut the fuck up? No, probably not. Probably not, man. But going forward, like I said, I would hate to be a hypocrite because I'm a console guy. Not everybody guy, a console guy. I have the Xbox, like I said, for the shooters and the exclusives that I like.
This nigga trash.
But PlayStation, is PlayStation.
You ain't talking about that SMT, cuz.
What the fuck is SMT, bro?
He keeps saying now.
Go
ahead. He want to talk about. Go ahead.
Well, what's the SMT?
I'm just saying.
Explain to us.
That's a powerful feature that the PS5 chip don't have, man. That
what is it? What does it do?
The streaming multi-thread. That's what he's talking about. Anyway, the PS5 got some fucking next generation shit that the Xbox don't have.
He said he talking shit. Let me move on.
That motherfucker's dead.
It's called a what?
Fuck this.
It's a powerful thread. I don't know what the fuck going on here.
You got a thread ripper in the PS4?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. D-Batch told me.
Thread ripper.
D-Batch told me.
Man, I think both of these motherfuckers will probably neck and neck between 10-15% powerful between the both of them. Be the same shit all over again.
Well, here's the thing that I thought was interesting was that they came out and said it. Like typically Microsoft says we hope to have the best system. They came out and said we were proud to bring your next.
Yeah.
But they said that. Listen, here's the thing about it. Y'all been saying that shit for the last 4 years when Microsoft said they would never have the weakest console again. But they said that shit the years prior to that. It's the same.
So they just doubling down on it. They doubling down. That's what I'm saying.
Here's the thing, right? That comment came from I'll tell you exactly where it came from. I was that's on my pro Xbox shit, right? And Bill Gates, right, was on TED Talk. And then remember from Microsoft started making those transitions. The president from Motorola and woman stood up in the crowd when she's invested in stocks of Microsoft, and she asked him a question, I believe, about the console, and then all the bad press and in the power narrative. And Bill was like, we're Microsoft, you know what I mean? We don't play second fiddle to anyone, you know what I mean? That would never happen again, you know what I mean, more or less, you know what I mean? The lot has changed between now and then, you know what I mean? It is what it is, but he was basically saying, motherfucker, we are Microsoft. Fuck you talking about, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're talking that big...
But Z, you're talking about 10-15%, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at the difference, the huge difference that the Xbox One X and the PS4 Pro, 16 flops versus 4.2 T-flops. And you're talking about, you got games like fucking God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, and the rest of those fucking games that runs fucking circles around the X.
30 frames,
30
you're talking
frames.
about a difference between,
medium settings.
Bro, cut that out. Y'all got 160 frame game and y'all acting like that.
Exactly.
Well, hold on.
Forza,
What
nigga.
happened?
Forza,
So we gonna act like
Forza.
Crackdown 3 didn't happen this year at 30 frames. We gonna act like State of Decay 2 wasn't 30. Man, shut your ass up, Sean.
Horizon.
That hot, Sean, shut up. That hot tub got a ring on around it. You're a nasty joker.
You're a PC guy. Stay out of this. You're not supposed to be.
You gonna act like that ain't 30 frames?
Hey, yo.
So we acting like Gears 4 wasn't 30 frames?
PUBG, 11 frames. PUBG, 11 frames.
Yeah.
Stop it, man.
But again, that's Microsoft's fault. That's Microsoft's fault. Like I said, they released a powerful goddamn console.
So next generation, so next generation, right? With this difference, let's say it's a 15-20% power difference, right?
Whatever.
You mean to tell me? Listen, you mean to tell me games gonna run at 4K 60 on the Scarlett, and they're gonna run at checkerboard 1440p 45 frames on the PS? Like, come on, stop it. What are we doing?
They'll probably be 30. Man,
Stop.
Y'all games is all 30, nigga.
Listen, I don't know, but from what Phil said at E3, we talk about 4 times the memory bandwidth, at least 4 times, the CPU power of what we have now. And if the engines don't change, I mean, it's all up to developers. I mean, I think I always did say I didn't care about frames until I played Forza. Like, this motherfucker smooth as shit. Like, you can actually feel it. You know what I mean? But going forward, I think everybody that should be a fucking standard. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Sony,
it's going to be 4K. Yeah, 4K 60. No matter whatever.
They can't get it to 14, whatever 1800. I don't give a fuck. That shit should be fucking. Long as it's graphically fucking better. You know what I mean? Because I can't tell the difference between native 4K or upscale 4K. I don't give a fuck about that.
But Z, what games, right? Because we can again. Without knowing the games that Sony is going to release, right? Let's just say we don't even focus. We focus on 100% new IPs. We don't even know what brand new IP Sony is going to bring for the PS5, but we do know that there's going to be a fucking Days Gone 2. We know it's going to be Horizon Zero Dawn 2, God of War, Spider-Man, all that shit. We know we're going to get sequels to that. The Last of Us 2, right? The Last of Us 2 looked better than anything fucking Xbox could ever fucking produce.
Here you go.
So at the end of the day, having that power, what does it mean? The Nintendo Switch is curb stomping fucking Xbox One X. What does it mean? Exactly.
And
PS4. Unless you got games and games that show the fucking power, all that shit means nothing.
It's coming.
Motherfucker, when? They just bought the studios last fucking year, the year before last. You mean? You know these fucking AA game and indie games they making are gonna fucking take 3, 4, 5 years more to make. So let's stop it with the bullshit.
I ain't say it's gonna be next year, nigga.
Y'all get Halo, and then y'all gonna sit there and Bleeding Edge and with ray tracing.
Coming out on the PS5.
When is it coming out, motherfucker?
What? When's what coming out?
God of War.
That's when it's coming out.
It's the same. Double the fucking stuff.
We know it's
the same shit.
It's not the same shit. Horizon Zero Dawn.
So give me a new IP that the box is dropping.
Don't know yet.
A new IP from the initiative.
You don't even got a name for nothing.
I don't have a name, but it's a new IP.
But don't stutter say it.
We know that for a fact.
Ninja Theories game.
I don't even got a goddamn name.
What are the names
Ninja Theories
of these games y'all coming out? What are the names?
You have no names either, fuck nigga.
You have no names.
You have no names.
We got Ghost of Tsushima. We got Horizon Zero Dawn 2.
He said new games. He said what new games
he got. He said new games, nigga.
Oh,
I don't think nobody got no new games. We got to see.
We don't know, son, but we know Sony always delivers greatness. So
Sony has the track record. Sony has the
track
record to go off of.
The track record,
Sony got the track
record. So basically, you hoping. You hope. Basically, you hoping.
Y'all been living this whole generation off of wait till E3 and hoping. Y'all been living this whole generation off of fucking hope.
Been getting greatness this whole gen.
It's all about
we hope E3. What happened?
Gaming channel. It's the Masons. It's the Masons' fault.
Oh man, come on. Let me pay this bill right quick. Shout out to my brother. Hey, Stephen King, brother. I got you this Friday.
That Mason talk is way over your head like airplanes. Jewish holiday, Passover.
Damn, deep balls. Stephen D. King, aka the Tactical Gamer. Jay, you talking about difference in developer talent versus Microsoft. So you're absolutely right. But again, and it's just me being optimistic, and I know I am a Sony guy at heart. You know, I'm a pony with an Xbox controller. I'm gonna tell you like this, right? I pray in God that Microsoft gets it together as far as their games, so it can be competitive. And me just being a gamer, wanting great games to play.
He said we. He heard him. He said we.
This one great game. I don't give a fuck what. I wish Nintendo would go back out there competing and go back to the days of the GameCube and worry about graphics, and Nintendo said some dog shit controllers. You know what I mean? And get their online shit together. And, you know, I would get that shit too for myself. You know what I mean? I'm a gamer. It's okay to have your preference, but just out competing. You know what I mean? Just for competition, like you just don't want. I mean, again, it is what it is, but that's why I was hoping that Google actually made a console or whatever the fuck the case, or some borrows hardware, like, you know what I mean, to compete, to make these motherfuckers, I say, lobby for our fucking dollars, you know what I mean? Because if one is just stomping one the fuck out, Sony doesn't really have an initiative to give us price cuts or, you know what I mean, or anything like that, man. Like, you know, it'd be like John Cool, that motherfucking a fucking dictatorship, man.
Going down with the Titanic, huh?
Now, anybody about Titanic, just being a gamer, you know what I mean? I just for gaming shit. You know, let's think about it. You only got 3 motherfuckers out there. If one leave, you just get Sony and Nintendo.
They all merging. You see, they slowly merging together.
I'm just saying, but if Nintendo ain't gonna fucking put, you see what the fuck Nintendo out there doing? They making grown ass men play with cardboard, and they defended the shit, bro. Like, shit spooky out this motherfucker, man. Motherfuckers out there defending cardboard, bro. Last time you played with some cardboard.
Don't have to, man.
Yeah,
is he offline? I'm
offline.
Oh, you back on?
Oh, what the fuck that was about? But listen, ladies and gentlemen, thank you to each and Alex, how long will the generation last? I think it's anything between 5 and 7 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I see that one.
I think 7, because these games are taking a lot longer to make now.
Yeah, hold on. I didn't see this bill right here. Brian, that is all you guys do is talk about, but don't know. You guys are getting pumped up for developers. Brian, listen here, man. I know you're about 17 years old and your grandfather still washes you up, but shout out to you, good brother. Yeah, you know what I mean? So just for gaming, man, I just want shit to be, you know, good. But listen, if you want to hear some more game talk, and me become the world's greatest, greatest goddamn gamer. You know what the fuck? Is this what you want from me?
Get somebody screenshot that.
I'm pandering.
Clip that.
I'm pandering to the other community. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. My crazy's always, my charity's always a question. Fuck it is what it is, right? Hey, listen, man, soundbite. I don't give a fuck. I'm stand by it. I own it. Yeah.
The world's happiest.
Yeah. The world's happiest goddamn gamer. Listen, pardon me, goddamn. Shit. Well, pardon me. How you say pardon me? I need that shit on t-shirt too. But also those that was asking me, what you say?
Blame the pills.
Yeah, and I need the pill. I'm running low. You know, I was up for like 5 days. I finally went to sleep, bro. Gary Blackhead woke me up. Listen, for those that was asking me about the t-shirts and stuff, the FNs, and I know I'm sending some out this week. I can only afford to do about 10 a month. But here's the link, you guys. If you like I like the FN University's new ones. Check them out. If you like them, check them out. Here's the link. You can start. I gotta get my bots working. You know what I mean, and start posting links for me. Also, too, for those of you, I can't with tease, but they're at the bottom of the screen. But for those of you also, they got Amazon Prime, and you know, even though you don't, be on Twitch, you want to support your brother, you can subscribe to my channel for completely free when you link your Amazon Prime with your Twitch account. It's completely goddamn free. I'm going on Twitch right now. Hold on 1 second. Here's the link. Right quick, floppy. I'm going on Twitch literally 2 seconds. A flick of the pin. Then we're going to bug the fuck out. I'll be a little bit more, listen, it's great. I'll be a little bit more raw and raunchy on Twitch. You know what I mean? Pause. There you go. How the fuck I end this? Community. Post that. We're supposed to get off the 7, right? I forgot posting Chicago. I forgot posting Chirac. You know what I mean? There we go. Bam, right click. Copy. We out of here, man. Thank you, everybody. Had a good show today, man. Probably got through the topics, man. King drunk ass hopped in there, beat the hell out of D. Jesus, man. Jesus.
Yo, listen, don't slander my name, my brother. Don't slander.
Hey, I'm just telling the truth. The whole truth.
Don't slander my name, all right?
Listen here, brother. You
listen, bro. Listen, don't make me put you on that Summer Jam screen. You know, you trashing all games, bro.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Is something you have against that man personally? That was kind of. Was it something personal?
Fuck no.
But they say unsober Chung is a truthful one. But you know what I mean? You just came out there been swinging.
I just when I see somebody lying,
I'm like, damn, bro. Hold on, we got here. So,
ever since he lied to by Santa Claus, he don't fuck with lies.
ZZ not backed by the alphabet people. Oh, Jesus Christ. You're probably right, man. You're probably right. You're probably back, man. You're probably right, man. But listen, come on over. Those the links. We're going to make it happen. We out here. I'm about to send that shit to you now, King.